Hey YouTube, well 6 to 8 months ago, something like that, I did a review of the Skil router lift in my Kreg benchtop router table, and now we just want to come back and see what it's been like working with it for a year. I'll show you a little bit about it in case you haven't seen the other video, and we'll just talk about what's been good, what's been bad. Okay, so again, this is the Skil router lift. They have a couple different versions. This version is for a 3.5 router motor. And there's the whole beast. Now it's a perfect fit in the Kreg table, and I think a lot of tables, I think that's more or less a standard size or one of a couple of different standard sizes. And we'll just lower the motor here a little bit so I can show you. And there is a scale here, and it says it's 0.05 inch per revolution. So every time you go around, it's 0.05 inches, and then that's divided up in a scale as well. So you can, and also the scale is adjustable. So if you want to set a 0 mark, then you can turn the crank and make something 0, and then go from there. And then again, your lock is right there on top. Oops. Okay, and then we've got various different inserts, and it comes with an insert wrench. Just pop those out and choose the insert that you want. The largest one, as you can see, is for basically a 2.5 inch router bit. You may be brave enough to go without it. That one's a little hard to tell because the keys for locking the rings aren't straight across from each other. But if you're brave enough, you can squeeze in 3.6 inches. That's a big chunk of steel. Now the height of your router bit can be determined when you install it, and obviously it depends a little bit on how your router bits, how the clamping system works on your router. If you've got 2 wrenches, you don't need to raise your router quite as much. If you have a pin like this one does and a wrench, then you might want to raise your router a little higher. But I have my router down a little bit, and there's your pin. It's certainly very, very easy to change the bits. And like I said, my router's down just a little bit. I could raise the router a little more in the cradle. I've got room to raise the router a little bit if I want to make it easier to reach that. I'm using the Kreg height adjustment. We'll take a look at it in a sec. But the lift comes with adjusting screws all the way around it. So if you've got a ledge all the way around, you can use these adjusting screws. On the Kreg, there's 4 in the corners, and I'm using the Kreg adjustments and then using the set screw to lock it in place. And then also you've got cams, so when it sits in the hole, you've obviously got a little bit of playroom, and there's cams, 1 to push it to the side and 2 back here to push it forward, and that's to secure it in the cutout for the base, and then just secure your corners and you're good to go. And then it'll lift straight out of the hole. These are the Kreg height adjustments that are in the corners of the router table, and obviously there's 4 of them, and then your set screw just goes down and locks the router lift in these adjusting corners. So in the time I've had it, the only issue I've had is that this bolt right here has come loose. That bolt holds this chunk of steel right here, and it is part of the locking mechanism. This is the end of the locking screw that we see from the surface, and this little piece of steel locks the thread, so it has movement to it. And so this bolt came out on me. It's secured with a little O-ring right here, and I'm guessing just the compression of the O-ring creates friction, and the friction keeps that bolt from backing out. Anyway, when I first got it, this bolt was missing or fell out, and so I called Skil, and Skil sent me parts. They sent me the replacement parts within probably 2 days. I got them pretty quick. And, I did end up finding the parts in my dust box, so I got it back together, and so I've got the parts that Skil sent me as spares. But that's the only issue. It's really been a great router lift. I quite like it. I changed routers So I got a deal on this one. This is the analog, and I prefer the analog anyway. The digital was a real pain. The screen's up here, you can't see it. You don't have access to it. It's really annoying. This analog one is awesome. I really like it. Lots of power, works just fine. And this one that I've got has the Cradle for a 3.5-inch motor. And like I said, they do have other versions. It's held in place, so you can adjust your motor up and down as you need to. I remember we talked about accessing the bit lock, and so you can set the motor wherever you want to. This brass screw will hold it in place while you secure the cradle, and you just gradually work your way around and snug these up until all four are tight at the same time. These are your cams for securing the plate in the table, and you just push it up against the side, just eliminate the play in the table. Other than that, it's really basic, really straightforward, and very, very functional. I've had no problem with this whatsoever. It's worked very well. I just can't complain. Okay, so I built a dust box to contain my dust. And there's the router inside, and the wire just runs out through the side of the dust box. And on the Kreg, I went ahead and bought the Kreg switch because other aftermarket switches were essentially the same price. And I thought, well, I may as well get the one that goes with the table. So, and then the switch has a plug for your router and a plug for your dust collector. So when you turn on the switch, it turns on both your dust collector and router. I have my dust box with a 4-inch off the side, and then a 2-inch coming out of the back that goes up to the fence. And this system actually works very well. We have a surface unlock and lock, and then again from the surface you've got height adjustments, and you can raise and lower your bit right here from the surface. I adjust it while the motor's running. It just makes it so much easier, and it's safe because your hands are nowhere near the motor. So unlock it, make a quick adjustment just like you saw, and then relock it, and away you go. Well guys, if you're running a router table in your shop, you're probably covered up with dust. So you might want to check out the review I did a while ago of the Vever Cyclone Dust Separator. It was a big help in my shop, and maybe it'll help you as well. Thanks guys, have a great day. We'll see you down the road.